Hi everyone, Scott Hanson with you, and this is in KC. The Chiefs at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How the Chiefs are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cleveland Browns. And look who's getting involved in the passing game, Derrick Henry. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And the Steelers win their second straight as they come away with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying good night. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when the West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Eagles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. He'll return this from the 10. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
From 29, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was. To the air again, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6. Stafford to throw again. That's caught by Puka. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Hurts moving to his right. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. We will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Rams offense ready now for their second drive. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Poston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defense.
Penn State, he goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Play action now for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 4. The play fake, now Stafford to throw. And they'll take this down inside 35. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Again, it's Stafford. To the left side, Adams has it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, here's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. They put Adams in motion. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Back to throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away. The end, just come away with points on this drive.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the give, it's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles.
Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he will score! Kyren Williams. Touchdown Rams. That his first touchdown of the new year. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Keelan Robinson to return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of failed 4th down from the 3, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. The Rams offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The press overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Now timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They run over center with Williams. And he does not want to go down. Somehow turn that into a gain of 6. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. The Bills are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Anthony Richardson. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Ray McCloud. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Falcons with the lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensified now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. On the return, it's Robinson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
There's no more efficient play. It was tight end.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He's going to keep it himself. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Fake the give, and now it's Hurts. Goes down to his left. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And the Rams will take over here. Just past the 30.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves headed a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
They try to push forward and wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Adoree Jackson makes. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On play action, here's Hurts. Forced to his right. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now Barkley, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. Escaping to his left.
What the?
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, L.A. It's another run here for Williams. This time the slang becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. Nacua snags it over the middle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. The motion man is Nacua. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jahan Campbell.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
3rd and long for Hurts. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. One thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jordan Davis in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal, Rams.
Well, set in motion here. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts working in the pistol. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
And for a 3rd time today,